welcome to Be Well Live. My name is Sousa, and I am the Senior Wellness Coordinator in the Athletics Department at Seneca College. Today we are bringing you a little break, hopefully, from some of your online studying, and we are going to do a little bit of yoga. So if you want to grab yourself a mat, a water bottle would be great as well. And if you do have some essential oils on hand, now would be a great time to grab them and just set it aside for a second. So just to explain what we're doing today, we are going to warm up with a few sun salutations. If you joined us last time, you'll be an expert at them. If not, no worries. We'll walk you through them again. We'll just do 2 rounds to warm us up for some Hatha yoga today. And Hatha yoga are basically standing postures, so it's static poses. We're going to be doing standing poses today. We'll do 3 of them, and then we'll move into child's pose, and then end with 10 breaths in Shavasana. So that's the intention for today. And speaking of intention, a lot of times before I start my yoga, I like to set an intention for my practice. So I invite you to take your oils out at this time, if you have them. No big deal if you don't. Today, I'm going to use the yoga blend. I also have my diffuser running behind me with the same Sage yoga blend. It's a grounding diffuser blend in the sense that it helps me, if I'm thinking too much, to really bring myself back to the present. So I just drop a couple drops of the oil in my hands and rub it on my neck, wherever suits you. I just like it up close to where I can actually smell it. It also helps me to start deepening my breath, helps me to start sitting up nice and tall, being more mindful of my breath before I start my practice, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out as I sit here and get ready for my practice. So remember, if you're joining us again today and moving your body with us, I hope that you are, that you do go at your own pace, take breaks as needed, and if you experience any pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath, please stop. So, let's get moving. We'll start at the top of our mats in mountain pose. So get comfy. Mountain pose is just our feet directly underneath our shoulders, standing shoulder width apart. We're going to have our hands kind of at our sides here. We loop our shoulders back a couple times as we take a couple breaths in and exhale out. Starting our practice here, warming up our body. Sometimes when I start in mountain, I like to kind of warm up my neck with my rolling shoulders. So I invite you to do that as well. A couple times as we take deep breaths in and out, getting ready to move. So we're going to stand in mountain here. We'll get right to it. Light bend in the knees. We're going to bring our hands up, reach up and inhale. We're going to exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Plant your palms. Left foot goes back. Inhale, plank. So from plank, we're going to either move down to straight to our bellies and come to a baby cobra, which will look like this. Or if you're feeling like challenging yourself a little more today, from our plank, we're going to come down to chaturanga and we're going to move to up dog. So when I say inhale, you'll come onto your toes. You'll chaturanga, which is a halfway push-up. Push all the way up, shining our hearts forward on an inhale. And here we'll all exhale, down dog together. Let's just hold this here for 2 breaths. Pedaling it out if you so wish. Really pushing that chest towards our mat, digging our hands in all corners of our fingers. One more inhale in. Exhale it out, drop that left foot down, Our right foot comes up. Inhale to our lunge. Exhale, rocks our left foot forward to meet our forward foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale brings us down to bow. And root to rise. Big inhale, hands all the way up, reaching to the sky. And exhale, hands at heart center. Let's do that one more time to warm ourselves up before we get into our postures. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, right foot steps back. Shine that chest forward. Palms down. Exhale, left foot joins our right back foot in a plank. I'm choosing our chaturanga. So inhale to up dog. Big breath in. And exhale, downward dog. Good job. We'll hold it here for 2 breaths. You can stay static if you want here, or you can pedal it out. I have an impatient dog, so I move a lot. But if you're feeling like you want to stay still, spiral those thighs in, press in through your hands, breathe it out, drop that left foot. On an inhale, right foot comes up, lunge, really shine your heart, spike your left heel back, bringing our left foot back front on an exhale to meet our forward foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And our last root to rise. Nice and slow. Loop those shoulders. Hands come all the way up. Reach, 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 reach. Feel a stretch in our side bodies. Maybe do a slight back bend here. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good job, everybody. So we're going to start at the top of our mat here, and our first standing posture is going to be triangle pose. So we'll do both sides, and we'll hold each for 5 breaths. So you're going to want to take your feet just a little past shoulder width, and they're going to be facing forward on your mat here if you're here. You can kind of stand in Superman pose if you'd like. So hands on hip to start as you get your feet lined. So from here, if you're facing our forward, we're going to turn our left foot to face the front of our mat here. And we're going to take our right foot and we're going to put it at a 45-degree angle and kind of follow our foot here. A good cue is to have our left heel kind of line up with the inner arch of our right foot. So if you're doing that, you're in the right stance. I know it's hard to see on camera. So here, we're going to draw our arms up to start our triangle pose. So really think about pulling those pinkies back, pinching our shoulder blades, obviously not to discomfort, but pulling them back, really thinking about drawing them together and down. Sometimes it's helpful to put our palms up first to really draw those shoulders down, and once you've done that, you can flip your palms back down. So in this position here, we are going to straighten our left leg, and as we straighten, we're bumping out our right hip. So as we bump out, we're kind of leaning forward, not collapsing, careful not to collapse on our left side, and we start to cartwheel our arms down. So you can always adjust too if you're feeling like, oh, I want more stance here. Do this, we're holding it for 5 breaths. So we're here, you can be here. Your left hand can also be resting on your left shin. Resting, not collapsing, so we're not using and dropping all of our weight into that. We're really holding here. Lots of integrity in our core. We are drawing our navel in. With every exhale, you can deepen the stretch. So again, careful to keep our core nice and tight, our navel drawn in. Breathe in and exhale. And on an exhale, I keep deepening my stretch. And sometimes I like to challenge myself by looking up. Another breath in and out. And one more here. Breathe in, wherever you are. And exhale it out. Cartwheel those hands back up as you come up. Drop them down. We bring our feet facing forward again. So we're going to do the same on the other side. So our right foot now faces the top of our mat. Our left foot will come in at a 45. Again, get comfy. Do what you need to do. Readjust if you want. And from here, we're going to draw our arms up. Pinkies back. Really thinking about drawing those shoulders away from the ears. I like to do this as a cue for myself. Palms facing up and then flipping them back down. So from here, we're going to straighten our right leg. As we straighten, we're bumping out our left hip and leaning forward. Every time we do these, they feel different on one side to another. So this one feels funny for me. Definitely in the shoulder. 5 breaths here. Again, you can be leaning on our shin here. We can be moving out here to get more of a stretch on the inner right thigh by moving our left foot back. Big breath in and exhale. Deepen that stretch. Look up if you'd like. 2 more here. And last breath in. And on an exhale, we'll cartwheel our arms back up. Hands back here. And feet facing forward. So to get back up into our mountain, I like to heel toe, heel toe. You can do it all sorts of different ways. If you're here and you're feeling rather energetic, you can always hop back up, or you can heel toe, heel toe. So I'm gonna take the heel toe today to the front of my mat, and I'm here, ready for our next pose, tree. So tree pose, everybody, it's the most recognized yoga pose, and I find it to be extremely difficult. So there's 3 different variations I'm gonna teach you today. The first one, we'll start where we work on our right leg, so which means we're going to drop the weight slightly into our left foot. We're not gonna dump the weight, we're just going to slightly drop and making sure that we are tucking our pelvis underneath and holding integrity in our core here. So always grounding down on that left side, but really holding strong here. So staying up straight, again, our shoulders are looped back. We are pressing our shoulders back and down, and we're standing here pretty much in mountain, but our weight is on our left side. So from here, tree can look like this. We can have our right toe on the ground, and then we can move our hands in whichever posture we so choose. Tree can look like this. It can't look like this. So you see here where we're at knee, we don't want to be pushing against our knee joint, okay? So I'll show you the top one, sorry. We'll do calf as well. So you can do it off your calf. So you can do here toe, calf, or we move right into the harder tree pose, which I'm gonna attempt today. So to get into that pose, we'll lift our right leg up, swing it out slightly. We're gonna grab our ankle here, and we're gonna tuck it in to our left side here. So let's hold this here for 5 breaths. Nice and tall. Grounding down in our left foot, thinking about tree and its roots. Grounding down into the ground, digging in. If you so wish, you can make yourself a beautiful spring tree with branches, light and bright. A few more breaths here. A you're not here, you can be here. Really pressing thumbs to sternum. One more breath in. And exhale it out. We are going to bring our knee back forward and down to the ground. So let's shake that out. Standing postures are balancing postures, obviously. So balance works all sorts of things, especially our ankles here in tree. So let's work on this right side here. Again, we're gonna lean, put our weight on our right hip, but making sure that our pelvis is tucked under and our shoulders are looped back. Again, you can be here toe, you can be here calf, or we can move up to our harder pose, which is our left leg up. We're gonna swing it out, grab onto our ankle, and do a tuck here. So let's see. And hold it for 5. Big breath in. Really helps to think about pressing through with your right inner thigh against the heel of your left foot. It does help in this posture. Again, we can tree it up. One more breath in. Exhale out. Arms will come down. We'll slowly bring it back down to the ground. Good job, everybody. We're now going to move into our third standing posture, our final standing posture, which is Warrior 2. It's another popular pose, so a lot of you may know it. We are just going to bring our feet back out, same as triangle pose, just past our shoulders. Feet facing forward. We are going to turn our left toes towards the front of our mat and our right toes at a 45-degree angle here. So we're going to be moving, shifting our weight kind of forward here and working our left quad in this position. So if you want, you can again adjust. You can adjust once you get into the actual posture as well. That's totally fine. Always finding what feels good. So one of the ways to draw strength is really to think about bringing the inner thighs in together, drawing strength from pulling up and in. Again, standing up nice and tall. A cue for that is kind of think about pulling yourself up, but making sure that those shoulders stay away from the ears. Nice and tall, up top here, our arms come out again, just as in triangle. But this time, we're going to start leaning forward on our left foot. So I need some more room here. So I'm gonna back it up. And make sure that that left foot, as you're looking over it, you can see I'm looking down here, I can still see my big toe. So I wanna see my big toe here over top of my left knee. So making sure that that knee does not come over my ankle. 5 breaths here. Big breath in. Let it all go. Holding it here. Your knee will want to start to draw in towards the right side of that mat. We really want to start pulling it back towards the left side of our mat. Really diving in if we can. The deeper we go, obviously, the harder that it is. Holding again. 2 more breaths here. We got this. 1 more in. And exhale. Bring the toes forward. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Shake it out. Let's do our Warrior 2 on the next side here. Again, we're moving our feet just past shoulder width. We are going to slightly turn our toes so that they're facing front of our mat and our lefts at a 45-degree angle now. So from here, we're going to bring our arms up and out, thinking about pulling our arms back, shoulders away from the ears, and we're going to lean in over our right side here. So I can't see my big toe, so I want more of a lean. Here we go. Again, the cue is that you can see your big toe over your right knee. Holding here. You got this. This is a hard one. You can really feel it here in your right hands back. A little deeper if you can. Sink a little deeper. We're going into a really nice, yummy, juicy child's pose after this, so. One big breath in, hold it, hold it, hold it. And exhale that out. Bring yourself back up. Heel toe, heel toe. Good job, everybody. So we're gonna get down on our mat now, and we're going to do child's pose. So there's two ways to do child's pose. There's our original child's pose, or there's extended child's pose. Child's pose looks like this. If we all want to get into tabletop, tabletop is where our shoulders are directly over our hands and our hips are directly over our knees. Pulling up nice and straight in our back. We're not dipping down. We're not looping. There are no cat-cows here. We're really thinking about having our back straight as a table and our neck extended. So from this position here, if we're going to do regular child's pose, you're going to bring your knees in together here and your feet in together. So you're going to zip along that little line there from knee to ankle. And you're going to slowly start to sit back. So sit bones start to come back towards the heel. And from here you can either keep your arms out and get more of a shoulder stretch, or if you're feeling like you need a little bit of a rest and you want more of a resting posture, bring your arms down, palms up to the sky, and have your forehead kiss the mat. Child's pose. If you'd like to do extended child's pose, again, we're back into tabletop position. Now you're going to have your two toes kiss, so the big toes kiss here. You're going to take your knees to the outer edges of your mat. So your toes are still touching, but knees are at the outer edge of your mat. You're going to walk your hands out just slightly here. And same thing, your sit bones are going to start to come down, and we want them down. Can you see me? We want them down right over our ankles. So we're trying to think here, bum to heel, okay? 5 breaths. Wherever you are, let's take 5 breaths together. Big inhale in, exhale it out, and every time that you exhale out, deepen that stretch. Think about, again, bringing those sit bones closer and closer to that heel, down to the mat. You can kind of claw out your hands here to a comfortable position, really stretching those shoulders and thinking about bringing that chest down to the mat. We can have our forehead kiss the mat here, holding again for 2 more breaths. Another big breath in. Big exhale out. And start to bring it back up to our tabletop there. I think that's one of my favorite poses. So if you want to swing both feet to your left side here, and get down to your bum to the mat, we're going to move into Shavasana now. Slide it forward, and we lay back. So 10 big breaths here. Let's all lie down. Have our feet kind of, nothing's touching here. So our arms and our legs are not touching the insides of our bodies or each other. They're just laying at our sides. Big breath in and exhale it out. Let go any of the stress from today. Every time we exhale, getting rid of that negative energy. Every time we inhale, think about really drawing in that positivity, drinking it all in and letting anything bad or bad thoughts or anxiety, let it all go. Big breath in. Big breath out. I hope that you're all enjoying these live videos. I'm really finding them comforting for myself. I'm really missing my Seneca community these days. Seneca family, really. So I hope that you all feel some sort of connection when we do these. I know that I do. I can feel your energy. So draw strength from each other's energy here. Take a big breath in. Let it all go. A few more breaths here. One more big breath in. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana here for as long as you like, or stretch it out on your mat. We'll take this time though to thank you for joining us and reminding you that all of our sessions from Be Well Live will be added to all of our rec and fitness accounts on our IGTVs. You can join us today later for some more Be Well Live at 2 o'clock as the varsity badminton team takes us through a sports skill tutorial on badminton techniques right here at the Seneca Sting. Or tomorrow you can join us as well at 12 o'clock with our Department of Counseling and Accessibility Services as they take us through some tips to practice mindfulness at Seneca College Instagram handle. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope that you feel a little more connected. I hope that you feel a little more grounded and a little more at ease. Be well. Hope to see you next time. Namaste.